Hello. Hey guys, how are we doing this week? Oh, it's only Tuesday. Only Tuesday. So here we are. We are in week 23, if I'm counting correctly. And we have covered a lot of topics since January. And we've still got like a little over half a year to go. So we've got plenty more to do. It's very exciting to me. It truly is. I don't know about you guys, but I know I was chatting with one of my new amazing Canadian friends today, and we were discussing Scentsy because she just discovered Scentsy. I want to say it was like back in February of this year, so not too long ago. She's fairly new to Scentsy, and she is loving trying all the different scents, and she is really finding the ones that she loves. Like she is truly falling in love with certain scents, and it's so great to not only meet amazing people, like Rhonda, my Canadian friend, but to really get to see and experience the happiness that Scentsy brings. All of us, right? We're here listening tonight or watching this on playback because we like Scentsy, whether we're buying it, whether we're a consultant, whether maybe we're thinking of being a consultant, or maybe you just stumbled here randomly. So hello, you're going to love Scentsy now. But for me personally, because I am, and you guys know this, I'm very passionate about Scentsy. I really love the product. And I always say that if I didn't sell it, I would be somebody's best customer because I truly love the product that much. I don't sell Scentsy because, I don't like Scentsy because I sell it. I sell it because I like it. I love it a lot. Sorry, I had to throw it in there. Okay. But it's, my point is that, when she is looking for happiness, the Scentsy is able to give her that. And so, when she's having a bad day, when she's feeling low, she puts in one of her favorite scents and it brightens her mood and it makes her happy. And it's so amazing to be a part of that journey with somebody because, like I said, for me, I personally love it. And yes, I do the same thing. If I'm having a bad day, that's one of the first things I'll do after I obsessively clean my house is I'll change the wax and create that mood. Maybe I want a relaxing mood. Maybe I want a happy mood and I just kind of want to shake the funk that I've got going on. I'll put in a happy scent or a relaxing scent, and it truly just sets the mood and the tone, and it can bring happiness because memories come from one of the main things is scent. And I know from previous loved ones that have passed that, I'll randomly get like these scents and it reminds me of that person and I'm instantly just taken back to them and their memory. And, granted, Scentsy may not smell like my loved ones, but it can evoke different memories for us. Maybe it's a tropical vacation we took. So maybe a tropical scent like Kahika Hula is, something that's very tropical that might remind someone of that lovely tropical vacation that they had. Or, the scent of, I'm trying to just think offhand here, something floral, like maybe right now, flower shop that we have that maybe would remind someone of their wedding bouquet or things like that will evoke those memories and give us that happiness. Because I think that's what we all are looking for, is happiness. So whether Scentsy is something that just makes you smile, or whether it actually creates those scent memories for you, um, like I said, it's an amazing thing to be able to witness and to be able to experience it right along with her. I feel completely blessed to be able to be a part of that with her, and to have met her, because honestly, I wouldn't have met her any other way. I haven't been to Canada, and not to say that I don't ever want to go, but I don't have a trip planned in the future. So I probably would not have just ran into her where she lives. So having this connection is it's fantastic. So I had to share that story, because tonight we are talking about how to really work on building your Scentsy business. And I thought that kind of really played a lot into it, because as I was thinking of it today when we were chatting, I was just like, this is what I love about being a consultant, is I get to meet these amazing people that I never would have met for any other reason. And I get to experience these great things. We get to share memories and experiences, and, laugh at our, fun obsession of, oh my gosh, have you tried this scent? And it's amazing. I think you'll love it. And, things like that. And, it's being able to have those relationships and friendships build upon this wax and warmer business that we've got going on. Because, guys, we are far more than wax and warmers. Let me just tell you that right now. Far more than wax and warmers. There's so much behind Scentsy that I love. So that's one of the main components. So building your business, it is definitely not something that is going to happen overnight. If that were the case, I'd be like a superstar director right now, sitting in front of you. Or no, actually, I'd probably be like beachside right now with everybody else. Or cruise side, I guess. They're on a cruise right now. So, it doesn't happen overnight. So it does take, I don't want to say time, because it's not like it's, takes X amount of time and then you will be successful. That's not how it works, unfortunately. But you have to have the passion and the drive and the commitment to want it to happen. So you're not going to come home from work and watch TV and surf Facebook and then make dinner and then watch some more TV and then go to bed and then wake up in the morning and just have like all these orders that fell into your lap overnight. It doesn't happen that way. I've tried. It does not happen that way. You have to want it, and you have to be willing to put in the time and the commitment to, in a sense, master your business. And for some of you, your businesses may be completely different. And we've kind of talked about this before. You guys may be shocked and just like, oh my gosh, to know that I haven't done a home party in longer than it's at least been over 6 months. That's how long it's been since I've done a home party. And that was just one home party. Before that, it was probably another good 6 months since I had one. So maybe I guess I'm due for one. Who's going to be my next home party host? So you have to find your niche. Like I said, for me, it's not the home party niche is not my business. That's not what drives my business. I'm social media. I'm more marketing. I'm more long distance parties. I have a lot of on my team and in my customer base. The majority of those people do not live in a state close to me. So a lot of my business really relies on the U.S. Postal Service. So it ships those parties back and forth for me. And that's how I'm getting those parties out. That's how I'm sending my samples. That's how I'm, working my business, is through those means. And then, of course, through my marketing. You guys know me. I'm a geek. I am totally into social media. I'm a geek. And I love it. I just love it. That's just me. Okay. So my formula works for me. It might work for you, but it doesn't have to be your formula. This is your business. So you need to figure out what your business is going to be. Like I said, for some of you, it may be home parties. I know a lot of consultants who have like one home party a week, basically, and they just boom, boom, boom. They're able to book those home parties and just rock them out and book off of those home parties. And, you know, it's fantastic and that's amazing. And I personally love doing home parties, but my customer base, it's just not geared around the home party scene. So, yours might be at the home party scene. I know other consultants who it's events. Seriously, guys, it is events. And I mean, like they look for like these larger events and they will just go all out and they'll do that event that month. Maybe it's like a 3-4 day long event at like some festival or, local thing that happens every year. And they go and they do this amazing booth and, they walk out of there with like $7,000 worth of sales for one event that happened in the month. Some people work their business like that. You can do a combination of things. Again, guys, there is no specific formula. There's no specific way that you need to work your business. It's your business. So try different things. So that's why when we talk about, or we have talked about over the weeks, about like hitting that reboot button, right? Or that update button. We all have the apps on our phone, right? So we've got our apps on our phone and every so often they need updating. Why? Because they're not working correctly, right? Either they're stalling or they're lagging, whatever it is. You have to update those apps. And when you update the apps, they run better. So sometimes we have to update us too. And sometimes that doesn't mean that we have to go out and find all brand new customers now. No, it just means that maybe we need to tweak a little bit on what we're doing to change things up, because our customers, they like to see change. They don't like to see, yes, we need to stay consistent. I always say that consistency is key in your business. So whatever it is that you're doing, just continue to do it. The one piece of advice I will give, because I actually heard it for the very first time from my superstar director. And when she said it, it didn't really make sense. I mean, it made sense to me, but it didn't really click with me until it happened. And because I was the person when I started Scentsy, where I would post on Facebook and nobody would like anything. They wouldn't like any of my Scentsy posts. They wouldn't comment. They wouldn't anything, right? I had the same Facebook fan page I have today. But, when I was first starting, I had very little, small group of people who was on my Facebook fan page. And I might happen to get a like here or there. But other than that, it was like crickets. Nothing happening. And so I was like, wow, I am totally not doing something right because nothing's happening. So I had to start looking at things from a different way. And I thought, okay, well, that's not working. So what can I try now? So I branched out to Instagram and really just went all out with Instagram, and I started getting more followers. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's different. And so then I started branching out more on Pinterest because, I spend a good majority of what little free time that I get is spent, surfing Pinterest. That's what I like to do. And so I thought, well, you know what? Why don't I try this one month? And so I did. And before you knew it, I was starting to get more traffic driving back to my Facebook fan page. And then I noticed the traffic, depending on where I sourced my images on Pinterest, I could drive it to wherever I wanted it to drive. I could drive it back to my YouTube. I could drive it back to my Facebook fan page. I could drive it on over here to my Twitter. I could determine where I wanted my audience to go based on how I sourced it in Pinterest. And I noticed again, I started to get more participation that way. And so that's kind of how I started really getting into the social media part of it. And I did take a couple online classes on my own. It's not a Scentsy thing. I just went out and found these classes and did them because, again, geek, total geek. And nerd because I just like school. And so I really thought, okay, well, I like doing this. It seems to at least be doing better than what I was doing. So I'm going to continue on this little train that I'm moving on. And I did. And I just kept building and building and building that social media train. And before you knew it, there was my niche. It was just kind of blossoming right before my eyes, and it was there. So again, I never intended it. If you had asked me when I joined Scentsy, would I be doing a lot of social media marketing? Would I be doing this? Would I be doing that? Would I be doing these weekly Google Hangouts? I would have been like, no, no. But here I am. And, here I am doing my social media business. But you have to try different things. So that's why I say, consistency is key, because you're not going to know if something's working or not unless you do it. I guess I totally got off topic from before because I was going to say my one piece of advice. Sorry. Wish I had an edit button. Let's rewind back. So the one piece of advice that I got from my superstar director, was that the things that you do today, you will see them blossom in 90 days from now. So the things that I'm doing today, I may not see again, just because I put I put a post out there on Facebook, doesn't mean that tomorrow I'm going to get a sale. But if I post on a regular basis on Facebook, and not just always selling, guys. You want to do the 80-20 rule, right? You want to do, some fun posts, some silly posts, maybe some whatever posts. Be you. Just be you. Be genuine. That's the one requirement I have for you. Be genuine to who you are. And then work in those, posts about, the special of the month, or, hey guys, I'm running this special. You should contact me, whatever. But don't just always bam, bam, bam. This is my special. I want you to buy. You should be buying from me. Come buy from me. You're going to overwhelm your people, and they don't want to be constantly bombarded with selling, but they do want to see what you're doing. So when I'm being consistent with my posting, I find that usually within 90 days, I'll start to see the rewards of working that consistently for the last 90 days. Does that make any sense? I hope it kind of does. It didn't to me the first time that I heard it until I tried it, because I thought, I got nothing to lose, right? I'm going to go for it. And I did. And it wasn't until, I noticed, hey, people start to notice me. People keep me in mind, because I am keeping myself in the mindset of, hey, I'm Jacqui. I'm a Scentsy gal. I sell Scentsy. Let me be your Scentsy person. And yes, my personal Facebook friends weren't like banging down my door trying to order from me. No. But when they do think of Scentsy, when they do need an order, when they do have a friend who asks about Scentsy, I will get a message on Facebook, and they'll say, hey, you're still doing that Scentsy thing, right? Yes. And then they'll, oh, hey, I needed a gift, or, oh, hey, one of my coworkers is looking for somebody, her Scentsy person quit, blah, blah, blah. So by staying consistent, you're keeping yourself in the mindset of you're the Scentsy lady, right? So it's kind of the same thing with branding, okay? When you go out, when you're running errands, when you're going to get your nails done, when you're going to get your hair done, when you're going to go shopping, to the grocery store, to the bank, to the dentist, wherever it is that you're going, brand yourself in some way. One of my favorite personal things to brand myself with is my Scentsy cup. Can you read that, Scentsy? It's an amazing cup, by the way, but it stands out. Not only is it huge, and I like it because it's big and it holds a lot of Dr. Pepper in there, but when I'm carrying it around, again, that Scentsy logo sticks out and people see it. So find a way to do it. So maybe it's a cup. Maybe it's a Scentsy shirt. Maybe you've decided you want to brand your car. In the Scentsy Family Store, you can buy the Scentsy vinyl logos with your name or website. If you don't want to put your phone number on there, you don't have to. So you can brand yourself that way. They even have magnets for the side of your car, so you can get those if you don't want to permanently brand your car. But maybe every so often you're like, hey, I'm going to throw the magnet on today because I'm going to be driving through the main part of town. It's not a bad idea. There is a Scentsy flag in the Scentsy store, and hey, you know what? We're portable, right? Let's just move the surface on over. Ready? Okay. There's my Scentsy flag. If you can see that. Yeah, I think you kind of can. Oh, look, there's my messy desk. Ha ha ha. Pay no attention to the messy desk. So, that baby could be flying outside once a week or something like that. Letting my neighbors know, Scentsy gal lives here. There's a bunch of different ways that you can market. So when you're first starting out in your business, it can be a little intimidating, right? Because you want that customer base. All of a sudden, you want to have like 100 customers ready to order from you, and they're like, I want everything in the catalog. Will you please order it for me right now? It would be lovely if that happened. And if it happens to you, please let me know, because you would be my 1 in a million. I haven't met my 1 in a million yet, so I would love to meet my 1 in a million. But you need to start branding your brand. And in Scentsy, in the world of Scentsy, you are your brand. So you need to let everybody know you're Scentsy. And you need to be asking because obviously when you start, you kind of start with your inner circle, right? You start with your friends and family. You're starting maybe with your neighbors, co-workers, your people in your circle, right? That's your circle. You're starting at that spot. And yes, you may have some family members who are just insanely in love with Scentsy, and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah. You may have a coworker who's like that, or maybe somebody at church, wherever it is that you're going. Hopefully you'll find at least one person to get you started. So ask and let them know, hey, I just joined Scentsy. I have to let you know, I just joined Scentsy. I did something for me. I started my own business, and I'm so excited, and I'm really, really excited to be able to start sharing that. I'm looking to book some parties to really kick off my business. Would you be interested in being one of my very first parties for me? I would love your support in my new business adventure. And if these are your true friends and family, right, and people who care about you, yes, not everybody is going to be loving Scentsy. We hope they all do. And I'm pretty sure that they all would. But at first glance, a lot of people are like, ugh, candles. Nah, I'm good. Cool. Just move on. And that's okay, because what is Jacqui's standard response to the no, I'm not interested? Okay, that's okay. I completely understand. Do you know somebody who might be? Do you know somebody who really likes candles or is maybe into, we have our layers collection, guys. So we are way more than wax and warmers, okay? We've got our whole layers line, right, of hand soap, shower gels. Is anybody else a Bath and Body Works freak like I am? I spread my love around. because my love of Scentsy goes very deep. But my semi-annual sale at Bath and Body Works only happens twice a year. We've got that. We've got the laundry line. So one of the main things, a really good, I don't want to say a comeback because that sounds really crappy, but it's not a comeback if they say no. But if they're like, nah, I don't get into candles or that kind of thing. Okay, do you do laundry? We have a whole laundry line. We've got detergent, we've got washer whips, we've got dryer discs. Do you do any of that? I guarantee you they do laundry. So a really good thing that you might want to do, again, just starting out, as you're letting people know and you're asking them those questions, you're asking those good friends and those lovely family members that you have that question: would you support me in my new business adventure? Would you be my first home party? I really want to, maybe it's, be completely honest with them. Hey, I'm a little nervous. This is going to be my first party. So, it would really be great if I could do it with somebody that I really trust, that would be able to, help me feel comfortable and give me some good feedback on, how I'm presenting and maybe how I'm going to run my party. That would be a really good tactic too, to try and at least book your first couple of parties. Because again, these are the people who, like I said, they should be your inner circle, right? This is your gang. So your gang should be able to back you up. And even if they aren't, crazy and wanting to buy like $300 worth of stuff in Scentsy, at least if nothing else, they could say, okay, fine, I'll host one for you. I probably won't buy anything because I'm not into it. Okay, great. But would you host one? And do you think maybe you could just invite some of your friends or your coworkers or somebody from church or your neighbors, a small group of people? Because again, I really want to work my business and I really want to make this business succeed. So I'm really looking for your feedback and for, what you think of how ways I can improve. And, I think that would be a really good audience. And so maybe they'll be able to support you in that way. And maybe that's your way of getting some of your first parties. Either way, no matter how you do it, and I will tell you guys from experience, I have been to home parties where they have completely flopped. I have done home parties where I've had no one show up but the host. I've done parties where I've had like 2 people show up. I've had parties where I've had like 15 people show up. You never know when you're doing a home party. But with every home party, even if it's just the host, where it was just the host and me one night, I still did my spiel, right? And I kind of came at her with just the same way that I just talked to you guys about. And it was just like, hey, I don't do a lot of these. So, I'm going to go ahead and run through my whole thing. So, here's your chance to give me some feedback. Let me know how I do, because I don't have a lot of practice yet and I'd really like to be good at this. So give me some honest feedback. And I did. And I ran through my whole spiel like I was like there was a room full of people in front of me, and I totally did it. And at the end, she was just like, wow, I'm impressed. And yes, she bought a warmer, and yes, she bought some wax from me. I don't know if it was out of pity, but I know she did like it, because she still buys wax. So another good thing to do is, if you're just joining and you're looking for that beginning starter base of building your business and really starting off, in your starter kit, if nothing else. So maybe you've never even bought Scentsy and you were just like, oh, I'm going to buy a starter kit. I'm going to join today. And you don't have any other Scentsy. I'm sure you probably maybe have something other Scentsy, right? Maybe you've bought a warmer in the past, a nightlight, whatever. You've got something. And then, of course, you've got whatever you got in your starter kit. And then if you've bought anything else along the way, maybe you subscribe to Warmer of the Month. We're going to talk about Warmer and Scent of the Month next week. So tune in for that. I've got lots in store for that one. So you could take your Warmer of the Month And you could actually do what we call a borrow bag. So what is a borrow bag? A borrow bag is literally taking a bag of some sort, whether it's one of the Scentsy tote bags, whether it's just any bag or basket or whatever you want to do. Okay, it doesn't have to be a certain bag, but we call them a borrow bag. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take a warmer that maybe you happen to have on hand. So here's my warmer of the month for I was like, what month are we in? It's June. My warmer of the month for June. So Lone Star, right? I've got my Lone Star warmer here. And you're going to put Lone Star in a bag, and you're going to put a bar. Doesn't even have to be a full bar. Maybe you've got like, maybe you're like me. Maybe you've got a handful of some scents that you've warmed, and maybe it has like 1 or 2 cubes in each of them, right? I think that's a really good way to do it. I keep those, and I use that not only for my personal secret, super secret Scentsy stash, but I keep it a lot to be able to loan out because, and I've said this before, we don't sell Scentsy, we complement Scentsy. The very best way to really get customers who haven't tried Scentsy or kind of like, I'm not into it. Or yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know. I don't have the money right now. And okay, that's fine. It's okay. Do you want to go ahead and take a borrow bag and hang on to it for, 3 or 4 days or a week? I don't suggest longer than a week for a borrow bag. Because you're literally, what you're doing is you're letting them borrow a warmer or a nightlight. It's not a plug-in anymore. Nightlight. So maybe you're giving them a nightlight. Maybe you're giving them a warmer, and then, throw in some samples, or like I said, if you've got like 1 or 2 cubes and a bar left, throw in like 2 or 3 of those. Put it in a bag. Make sure to at least add 1 catalog. Add in a couple order forms, maybe a couple warmer and scent of the month flyers. You want to get those out there. My sister-in-law is texting me. She needs more Scentsy. Don't worry, sis, I'm coming. I'm sure she can hear me. So you can throw in some of your monthly flyer specials. Why can't I speak tonight? Where's my edit button? Oh my gosh, I need my edit button. Okay, so you're going to throw in this, some order forms. You're going to throw in a warmer. You're going to throw in either samples or, maybe 1 bar of scent of the month, whatever you've got on hand. You're going to say, okay, well, take this. You've never tried Scentsy before, so I just want you to take this for a week. So today's Tuesday. So next Tuesday, I'll swing by and I'll come pick it up. But for the whole week, what I want you to do is I want you to put this out. The bulb and everything's in there. All you do is open this baby up, screw the light bulb in that's in there, and plug it into the wall, and then put in, a cube or 2 of wax, and just let it go. And you let me know what you think of it. And then when I stop back by on Tuesday, I'd really just love to hear your opinion. And do that. Okay? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Because, guys, Scentsy has to be experienced to truly understand that we are more than wax and warmers. Because when you talk to somebody about, oh yeah, I'm selling Scentsy, and I know, sis, I'm coming. I'm coming. She really wants her Scentsy. Talk about a Scentsy addict. My sister-in-law's a Scentsy addict. I love her to pieces for it. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to loan them that warmer. You're going to loan them some wax. You're going to loan them, some catalogs and stuff. And when you come back on Tuesday, what I want you to do, or a week later, what I want you to do is to say, okay, what did you think? And I guarantee you guys let me know if you find somebody who has borrowed your warmer and borrowed some wax, and you show back up and you're like, what did you think? And they're like, oh my gosh, I Hated it. Get that thing out of my house. If somebody tells you that, I would love to know and meet this person, because they're just, I don't know. Maybe they're an alien. I don't get it. I don't know. At least if nothing else, I can guarantee you they enjoyed it. So maybe it's that person who is like, yeah, I loved it, but I don't have the money for a warmer right now. I just don't have the money for it. Okay, that's okay. Because do you know what? Do you know that if you hosted a party for me, and it doesn't have to be a home party, doesn't have to be a home party. I'd love it to be. Doesn't have to be, but it can also be a bag party. I can give you this bag party here. It has everything you need for a party. And all you have to do is carry it around. There's testers in here and everything else, and collect orders. And when you hit 150 and minimum in sales, that becomes a party. And when you're at a party, when you've hit the party minimum, you get half price Scentsy, and you get free Scentsy because you get 10% in whatever the sales are, and free product credit to put towards absolutely anything in this book, right? So if they did a minimum party, I know, sis, she wants her Scentsy so bad. If you did a minimum party of 150, 10% is $15, right? So you've got $15 in free product credit to use on anything they want in this book. And then they have an item that they can pick for 50% off. So what can they get with all of that? How much is it really going to cost them as the host if they just collected 150 in orders? To just get them started, you could suggest a Scentsy nightlight, because these are how much? $20, right? $20 for a Scentsy nightlight. Any of them that they want, right? We've got plenty to choose from. They could pick one of those, right? They could pick any one of those. So they would pick that. That's $20, right? So they technically have to pay $5 right now. Okay. Then you can say, okay, now you still have an item that you can get at 50% off. Here's my best suggestion for you. Yes, you could get just one bar, and it would only cost you $2.50. So $5 plus $2.50 would be $7.50 to get a plug or a nightlight warmer and one bar of whatever scent you want, right? $7. Can somebody do $7 who just is like, I don't have the money right now? They might be able to do $7, okay? That's just to get them started. And then after that, once they have a warmer, what else do they have to do once they have a warmer? All they have to do is just buy a bar of wax. And even if it's just one bar of wax at a time, when they can afford it, it's $5. If they get the scent of the month, it's only $4.50. So more than likely, even those people who their pocketbook is just very tight, they can still enjoy the Scentsy, right? And then when you get scent of the month, of course, you can be like, hey, I got scent of the month in. How about I drop over a cube of it so you can try it out and see if you can like the new scent? You know, hook your customers up. Those customers who, you know, need a little bit of help. Share some Scentsy love, guys. That's the way to do it. Share the love. Okay, so they could do that, and maybe if they can do just a little bit more than $7, they can get their plug-in and only cost them $5 now, right? $5 because they're using their product credit, $15 towards it, so it's $5 for the warmer, and then they can get a 3-pack of bars, which is normally $14, but at 50% off, it's only $7. So how much did they spend? $12 to get a nightlight plug-in. I've got to get plug-in out of my vocabulary. A nightlight and 3 bars of their choice. Seriously. And what did they have to do? They maybe took your bag party and they passed around at work, when they went to church, when they went to the kids' baseball games, when, you know, they went out to girls' night, when they went to work, when they went to the grocery store, whatever, wherever they went, and they collected enough orders to get $150 in sales. or they hosted a home party and then score. Because when you host a home party, of course, you know, we can show you all kinds of different ways to do home parties, but you can get lots of bookings off of home parties. There's so many different games and things out there that you can do to get those bookings, to be able to build off of that first party. So just starting out. So for my folks just starting out, or those of you who maybe aren't just starting out, but are like, you know what, I've been a consultant for a while, I've just kind of been doing this as a hobby, I am ready to kick this baby into gear. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit your reboot button. You're going to do an update to yourself and your business, and you're going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this because I haven't tried this yet. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm pretty darn sure that it might do something for me. Okay. Try the borrow bag. And then what I want you to do is, again, I want you to be known as the Scentsy person in town. Okay. You are now the Scentsy person in town, and I want you to make sure that everybody knows it. So whether that's carrying around a cup, whether that's just carrying around a catalog wherever you go and a bag of testers, take your bag right on into the grocery store. I'm telling you guys, when I go into the grocery store, my Scentsy bag goes to the grocery store too. And it sits in a cart right next to my purse because people see Scentsy. Maybe it's the cashier. Maybe it's somebody you're passing when you're shopping. Oh, do you have a catalog on you? Yes, I do. Here you go. Here's a business card. Here's a catalog. Work it. So you have to be consistent. You've got to figure out a way to work your business on a consistent basis. So if that means setting yourself up some goals to say, okay, this week, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these 3 things accomplished this week. Maybe it's, I want to make 10 phone calls to people who are on my list, right? You've made your list of 100 people that you know, right? It's in your starter kit, in your new consultant guide. If you don't have one, let me know. And I'm sure that I've probably got an electronic version that I can, I'd be happy to email to you. Or if you're one of my downline, if you're on my team, I will find that and I will post that in our team page. But it's literally just making a list of 100 people that you know. Because you surprise yourself of how many people you actually know. You know, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know 100 people. But if I started naming everybody off, you know, like the moms that their kids all go to the same school as mine, and the teachers at the school and whatever, you know, you can start naming off all those people. And I want you to work on booking, again, for those of you just joining, I want you to work on booking your first party. And that's probably going to be reaching out to your gang, right? It's going to be reaching out to that inner circle that you know and love. And really, really let them know that this means a lot to you. You know, you have made not only an initial investment to buy your starter kit, but you've made an investment in yourself, right? So those people, like I said, they're your gang. So more than likely, they care about you. And yeah, they may not be totally into it like you are, but if nothing else, are they at least willing to support you enough to say, hey, okay, fine. I'll be one of your first parties, and I'll invite some of the girls that I work with, and maybe I'll invite their husbands. So it's like a couples night. Make it a couples night, you know, maybe like a Friday night, or you'd set it up as like a girls' night out kind of theme, whatever. And just have fun with it, and just, you know, and be completely honest with them. Be yourself. Be genuine when you're at that party, when you're at your very first party. It is completely good, and I totally suggest standing up there when you first start and saying, hi, my name is Jacqui, and I just started my Scentsy business. I want to thank you all for coming, and I'm a little nervous tonight because this is my very first party, so I would love it if you guys could give me some really great honest feedback and just let me know what you really truly think, because I'm just starting out and I need that feedback to be able to know how I can best grow as a consultant and because this business means a lot to me and I'm ready to see it succeed. And I guarantee you that those people at that party are going to be like, okay, I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to see what she's got to say. I'm going to give her some honest feedback. And now I want her to succeed. And I guarantee you they will start cheering for you, and they will work with you. And, you know, for those people who aren't into it, that's okay. Do you know anybody who is? Work it into that vocabulary. I hope that kind of helps with some ideas for those of you starting out. Letitia, who just joined, she's looking for some ideas. So tonight's topic was kind of based around some of the things that she's looking at for just starting her customer business base, and looking for those initial customers and how to get them and how to really work with them. So these are some really great ways that I found that worked for me. So find what's going to work best for you, whether it's the home party scene, whether it's a long distance scene, whether it's, you know, all Facebook parties. You guys watching, those of you who are on live with me now, you know, you've got a Google account. All you need is a Google account, and you can do a live Google Hangout. You can do a party Google Hangout style. Invite friends to join you live. If they can't join you live, that's okay. What's going to happen? It's going to automatically send this directly to your YouTube page. So maybe you're going to do it live and you don't get anybody who joins in, or everybody's like, nope, I can't do it at that time. That's okay. I'm still going to do it. And then afterwards, what's going to happen is, like I said, Google Hangouts will literally export themselves and upload directly to your YouTube channel. So, and it usually takes about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, at least for me on my service. It takes about 15, 20 minutes for it to get over there and finalize and be active on my YouTube. And then I can just go and grab that YouTube link to my video now that is on YouTube. And then you can email it to them. You can post it on Facebook. Hey guys, here is my Scentsy party. Because during it, what are you going to do? You're going to do just like if you were doing a home party. You can do this using social media. Take advantage of the social media. Trust me, do it. So, hope those are some ideas. Letitia, I hope to answer some of your questions tonight. I hope I did. If not, you email me, you message me, whatever. You let me know. I'm here for you. You're going to rock it out. So don't you stress yourself, girl. You're going to get there. It's going to be amazing. And in 6 months, we're going to laugh about this. We're going to turn around and we're going to be like, oh my gosh, you remember? You were like, oh, what am I going to do? And look at you now. You're a total rock star. You're rocking it out. So success doesn't happen overnight, but stay consistent. And as long as you keep working your business, you will start seeing results. I absolutely guarantee you. You just have to be committed to working it. You can't just say, okay, well, on Sundays, I'll send out something and maybe do a post. Okay, posting once a week like that, or just contacting people once a week like that, isn't going to get the job done. Not if you're really just starting out your business. Okay, you're not going to start to see results that way. You're going to have to be a little bit more active. And again, that's going to take maybe calling people, that's maybe texting people, that's maybe, you know, just when you're out walking the dog, whatever it is, talk Scentsy. Hey, yeah, who cares? Who cares when you're out just walking the dog? You happen to pass somebody and they're walking their dog too and be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm taking a break. I just started this new business this week. I started a Scentsy business. Have you ever heard of it? It's wickless candles. And, you know, working into those conversations. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to sit there and go, hey, did you know that I can sell you this, or you could host a party for me? No, you can just work it into that conversation, because if nothing else, it's going to spark more conversation. Maybe they're curious about it. Maybe they've heard about Scentsy. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, I used to get that, but I haven't had any in a long time. Hey, you know what? Are you going to be around here tomorrow? I'll bring some samples by with me and a catalog. Check it out. Take it home with you. And let me know what you think. I'd be more than happy to maybe, you know, order you a couple more bars so you can see some of the newer scents that came out. Never know until you ask. So, as you may or may not have noticed, I did not make my agenda today for this meeting, which is probably why I've rambled way more than I should have. I sincerely apologize. I would like to blame my day job for that because my morning started off really well. And then 10 o'clock hit. And then it all just went. Okay. That's how my day went. So the agenda did not get done. Next week, though. Next week, it is all about Scent and Warmer of the Month. Do you know why? Because Thursday, my Scent of the Month for July comes in. So for you let me rephrase that. For my consultants out there who are watching, if you haven't yet ordered it for July, you still can. You have plenty of time. You have until the 28th of June to order this baby. It's flippin' amazing. I love it. And I am so excited that I'm getting it. I've seen sneak pictures of it that my director shared, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on this warmer. And the scent sounds awesome. So we're going to talk about Scent and Warmer of the Month, why it's important, some really good ways that you can utilize it to market your business, and the fact that it is also a good way to add to your monthly sales. So again, it's all going to be focused around Scent and Warmer of the Month next week. So I'll be showing it off. So if you're a customer, you're going to be lucky because you subscribe to this channel. And if you don't subscribe, you'll be hitting that button down there, wherever it is on your screen, down there. I don't know where it is, but you're going to be hitting that subscribe button. You're going to be hitting like, and then that way, when the new videos get posted, you're going to be the first to know because it's going to send you the link. So lucky you for subscribing. You're going to get a sneak peek of what's going on for July. It's flipping amazing. So that's next week. And I promise I'll have an agenda, and I don't promise that I won't ramble, but I do. I will tell you that I will honestly put good faith effort into doing so. It's the best I can do. All right. Until then, peace, love, happiness. I love you all. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I will talk to you soon.